On June 14th, 2024, a chilling and impossible-to-explain video appeared on YouTube. The upload came from a woman named Dee, who filmed it deep inside a forest somewhere in Ohio, the spot she chose for an overnight camping trip. She was wandering through the woods as night crept in, recording the peaceful surroundings, when suddenly everything shifted into a moment of pure fear. A moment that still defies any logical explanation and feels like true paranormal activity.
Hi. Hi. Yep. I can't go home. Oh. Ah. Sorry. No! Stop, please. Please, I'm leaving. Ah. Where's my stuff? I don't remember shit. Where was the line? Okay. Ooh. Let me get on my phone. Guys, I gotta set it down. Hold on. I think I'm gonna stick up the field and walk up the road, even though it's gonna be harder. It's cooler out here. I get more of a break. What is that? It's a snow. Is it, dude? No. It looks like a person, man, but no person. Stop. That ain't a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down. Stop. I can't run. Somebody drive by. I think I'm gonna stick up the field and walk up the road, even though it's gonna be harder. It's cooler out here. I get more of a break. What is that? It's a snow. Stop. That ain't a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down. Stop.
While moving through the dark, silent forest, Dee's flashlight swept across something unexpected. 2 glowing eyes, staring directly at her from only a few feet away. She froze in shock, then bolted, sprinting out of the trees and into a nearby field. But the most disturbing part wasn't what she saw. It was that it followed her. The glowing eyes hovered right at the tree line, unmoving yet somehow closer every time she turned back. Some viewers suggested it might have been a bear, but no bear behaves like that. The figure looked too human to be an animal, yet too unnatural to be a person. Eventually, Dee escaped and ended the recording. But the question remains: what kind of supernatural presence or demonic entity was hiding in those woods, watching her from the darkness? October 9th, 2025, somewhere high in the isolated mountains of Slovenia, a place most people will never step foot in. The YouTuber Josh the Intern, known for tracking strange Google Earth coordinates and turning them into real-world expeditions, set out again. His investigations usually start with curiosity, a strange point on a map, a shape that looks impossible, and end with something far more unsettling. This time, he found 3 hidden structures carved straight into a mountainside. No roads, no trails, no public record proving they existed at all. The adventure began quietly.
I first had to drive deep into the most remote area of this country, ending at this lonely cabin I'd booked for the night.
So I've just been running through the trail for tomorrow. It's going to be about 9 hours, and once we enter the mountain range, all bets are off. I'm not even sure if it's possible, actually. In fact, my route planner is telling me includes segments that may be dangerous, specialist equipment, and prior experience is required. But the only specialist equipment I got is my feet. See you tomorrow to start the adventure.
Inside a small cabin, Josh leaned over a map outlining a 9-hour hike deep into the wilderness. The 3 shapes he saw on satellite view were too perfect to be natural and too remote to make sense. The only way to uncover the truth was to climb. Hours later, swallowed by forest, he followed a barely visible path to the base of the mountain, and then found a tunnel carved into stone. It wasn't deep, but the holes drilled into the rock showed someone had begun blasting through it, then abruptly stopped. Farther up, the trees opened into a field of ruins, collapsed walls, rusted beams, a well, and metal scraps buried beneath moss. He had moved completely off any marked trail. This place didn't exist on modern maps. Beyond that were signs of conflict, coiled barbed wire, shattered posts, fragments of machinery stamped with faded numbers. Whatever happened here, it wasn't just a forgotten village. Deeper still, he found a bunker. Inside, narrow rooms, thick concrete, faint letters reading 1951 Deposito Vivere Comandante. The past felt hauntingly alive, as if something still lingered.
And as I continued my steep climb up the final mountain, the clouds briefly lifted, just long enough for me to spot what looked like another bunker entrance on the side of a nearby peak. So of course I had to take the detour to go check it out.
Oh, look at this symbol on the wall. That is a little weird. I haven't seen any graffiti in this tunnel other than that. If you guys know in the comments what that is, let me know.
I'd been hiking for hours, and my legs were really starting to feel it.
You almost got me, mountain.
But this mountain did not care. It only grew steeper and more unforgiving the higher I climbed. The trek was brutal, but I had no idea that the most dangerous part was still waiting for me up ahead.
Oh my goodness. We have hit the ridge of the mountain range, and although it's cloudy, you could still sort of see just how rugged and wild this part of the mountain is. But here on out, it is going to become rock climbing, basically.
It was an almost vertical rock cliff.
I certainly do not want to slip either. Be a long way down.
But being now so close to the structures I found on Google Earth, I pushed on.
One wrong move here and I'm in a bad place. We're almost there. It was steep, but it was at least short. That's a great leg workout. I think I found it. I think I found them. Look at this. Oh my goodness. These are huge, huge buildings out here. Like camouflaged on purpose. Look, it's fully tucked in on the sides. Let's get down to it. Go explore them.
His own breathing echoed back sharper than before. Another tunnel appeared, darker, colder, devouring sound. A half-burnt candle sat on the ground, and on the wall, a strange painted marking, almost ritualistic like a warning. The higher he climbed toward the summit, the fog thickened. Loose rocks slid under his boots. One wrong step nearly sent him over the edge. But at the peak, he finally found the shapes from the satellite image. Massive concrete shells fused into the mountain. Hidden, intentional, silent. Inside one was a narrow hatch that led to a sealed room below. No windows. Reinforced door, built to protect something. Back at the cabin, he compared everything. The Italian text, the tunnels, the ruins. They matched the old military defense from after World War I, the Alpine Wall. But the structures at the summit didn't line up with that history. They were newer. Comments later revealed the ruins belonged to the Cesare Battisti barracks from World War I. Yet the sealed structures above were rumored to be Cold War communication bunkers. Others pointed at the candle, the symbol, and the strange audio interference as signs this place might not be empty. If this was just abandoned military construction, why hide it so well? And more importantly, who left that symbol deep inside the mountain? Life on the road feels thrilling, until the freedom turns into fear. Dee had spent years traveling alone, living out of her self-converted van, which she affectionately named Ladybug Out. But in October 2021, she released a video describing the most terrifying and supernatural moment she'd ever experienced during her travels. One that left her convinced that nature itself can feel haunted.
This is gonna be an awesome night. I'm here for a couple nights, heading up north again. It's cooler by the lake here. I'm in Oklahoma, and just wanted to show you guys what I get to enjoy for the next couple days.
The day began peacefully. She parked in Oklahoma, stretched her legs on a short hike, and breathed in the cool outdoor air. But when she returned, the entire mood had shifted. The breeze turned violent, whistling through the trees like a distant, ghostly warning. And the sky darkened far too quickly for comfort.
It's crazy out here. It's crazy windy. Said that the wind would pick up. It'll be a nice sleeping weather. I love when the wind is howling a little bit through the trees. Such a beautiful, beautiful sound. So while the wind is howling outside, I am snug as a bug in a rug in my little cabin on wheels. There's another camper right over there. It's a tent. They came in today. Can't believe that they are camping in this weather in a tent. I'm surprised that their tent is still up. Actually, I don't know if it's still up.
Other campers nearby still set up their tents despite the worsening weather. Dee stayed inside her van, believing metal walls offered protection, unaware that real danger was approaching. Hours later, the quiet night shattered with blaring sirens. Her phone lit up with a message no traveler wants to see, a tornado warning. It felt like the beginning of a haunting.
There's a tornado warning. So there was a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning issued just a minute ago. And so I am not sure what to do in this situation, actually. I thought that somebody would come around. The tent campers hightailed it out of here in the motorcycle. And so I am just going to go to a spot that I'm not so open because I'm very much in a hurry.
Still groggy, she snapped into panic as she realized her van was parked in a completely exposed area. Lightning ripped across the sky, illuminating everything in quick flashes. She jumped into the driver's seat, racing through the storm, desperately trying to find shelter from the demonic-level chaos unfolding around her.
Here's the bathroom shelter. That might be my best bet if there is any more severe weather. So I am back here in the back. It's just raining lightly now. I drove over to where there's a concrete bathroom shelter in case sirens go off again. It's the only place that I saw that was remotely a shelter, but it seems like the worst of it has blown over, and so I feel like I'm safe. I'm just going to remain alert and awake tonight. Check the weather every so often, but it seems like the front moved by pretty quickly. That's always the part where the tornadoes form, between where the cold and the warmer air is, right at the front. And that was when the sirens went off. I looked at the radar and it was right over us. So I think it was just to alert us that there could be possible tornadoes and to watch for them and to be awake. So this is something that I thought I'd show because I have talked about other situations of preparedness, and weather preparedness is something that I haven't covered, mainly because I try to stay out of weather like this. And I did. I checked the radar and it said that this front wasn't moving in until much later today. It's about 2:30 in the morning right now, and the weather alert was issued at 1 a.m., 12:55 or something like that. And yeah, that is something I was not counting on.
She finally spotted a concrete restroom building and pulled in. Inside, she sat alone in the pitch-black space, staring at the radar on her phone while the storm unleashed its fury. Rain smashed the roof, wind screamed like something supernatural, and the threat of a tornado inched closer. Eventually the storm passed without touching down, but the moment left her shaken. Out on the road, surrounded only by a thin van shell, you realize how powerless you are against nature. Later, she explained that collisions of warm and cold air often trigger tornadoes, an unpredictable force, even with a forecast. People who live full-time on the road depend on instinct and luck. But here's the chilling thought. What if the tornado hadn't changed direction? What if it had struck exactly where she parked? Would she have escaped? Or would this have become her final story? Brand, a solo YouTuber documenting his journey along the Appalachian Trail, woke just after sunrise, following a peaceful night on the trail. The hike ahead was tough and unforgiving, yet the breathtaking scenery made the effort feel rewarding. Later in the day, he stumbled upon a hidden clearing deep in the forest, quiet, untouched, and ideal for a stealth campsite. But just as he prepared to continue onward, something strange and deeply unsettling happened, shifting the calm day into something that felt almost paranormal.
Hey, talk about creepy. I was just down at that cell site there checking it out, talking about it, and I heard and saw a hiker coming down the trail. And I thought I'd stay at the campsite and wait for the hiker to pass. And the hiker never passed, and there's nobody here, and it's freaking me out right now. I've got chills up and down my spine. Yeah, I saw a person with a pack on, wearing hiking clothes. There's no way they passed me. Yeah, this is weird. I'm getting out of this spot. I'm telling you, that's yeah, if the animal den wasn't enough, you know, this is the spot where I thought I saw somebody. And, you know, honestly, that's the second time today that's happened. And the first time is when I was sawing that log, and I looked over and I was like, oh, someone's coming up the trail. The log will be sawed for them when they get here, and there was never anybody there. And I think I might have just saw a leaf. I don't know.
While looking around the area, he suddenly saw what looked like another hiker walking toward him from down the trail. Assuming the person would pass by, he waited. Yet no one ever appeared. The forest went dead silent, and the unnatural stillness sent a wave of dread through him. He was absolutely certain he saw someone wearing a backpack, dressed like a hiker. Yet there were no footsteps, no voice, no trail markings, nothing. The presence of an abandoned animal den nearby only intensified the eerie feeling. It sat in the exact spot where he thought he saw the mysterious figure moments earlier. And the chilling part? This wasn't the only unexplainable moment he had experienced that day. Cave Chronicles is a YouTube creator known for exploring caves all over North America. In this video, he and a group of friends prepare for another underground expedition. Right from the beginning, they mention tornado and flood warnings in the area, but instead of turning back, they continue forward. The moment they step inside the cave, the first red flags appear, almost like the place itself is giving them a haunting warning.
Yeah, so the last time that I came, that drop was not wet. And it is wet, so I have no idea what we're in store for.
So yeah, guys, we got the glow sticks going on.
Brave in the cave. The Gator Crew.
Yeah, Gator Crew.
Next time we
Hey,
bring the
what's
Gator.
up?
By the way, I charged for the usage of my license.
She's in the water.
Well, guess what Dave's gonna do?
Oh, there's a bat.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Oh yeah, there's what I mean. This is drop.
There's the bat again.
8. Hell yeah.
Woo! Here I come. Yeah. That's our next rigging point. We're going all the way down this little canyon. I'm actually kind of warm.
That'll change.
I envy people that are warm. I gotta fix the rope, Bill.
Oh, the bat's back. The bat attack. Whoa!
I'm gonna stop.
Oh, I'm in the waterfall.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, God. Oh, I'm cold now. That's some cold water. Woo! Whoa. Okay, I made it. So, you said there's normally no water down here?
No.
Dang.
As they rappel down into the darkness, you can see water rushing along the cave walls. This cave is usually bone dry, no sign of any water at all. They keep the mood light, laughing, joking, treating the trip like just another fun adventure. But with every step deeper into the cave, that excitement slowly disappears, replaced by uneasy silence.
Dang, it's loud in here.
Yeah.
Got some rapids. Dang. It is raging down there. Check out the ceiling. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Oh. There's a note. Hit number 5. Plunge pool to 90-footer. Oh, snap. You ready for this?
The flow of water becomes stronger and louder. At one point, while descending another section, water pours through the rock so heavily it almost resembles a full waterfall forming inside the cave. Even then, they continue, unaware of how terrifying and dangerous the situation is becoming.
Oh my god. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you okay? I'm so cold, my hands like barely work. That was horrible. That was the gnarliest thing I've ever done. Give me that. That was sick. Yeah. Woo! There's like a little wet today. Okay, apparently I wasn't recording, but I just made it down. And I see them over there, so let's just what's going on. All my batteries and everything got so... Oh. My dry box leaked completely. So you're shivering and you have so many more layers. I know you told me. You know. So is this the part that sumps out sometimes? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, that's deep. That's very deep. I see the next drop. Yep, just sitting there. Dang, okay, it's not that far. Yeah, it's a pretty little drop. There's like a whole lake down there. Yes, there is. Is it deep, the lake? Today, probably. Ah, cannonball. Not that deep. Often get to deep. Yeah. Now, if you're climbing out here, I was gonna go see it today. Here I go. Woo.
Soon, ice-cold water is pouring onto them, soaking their ropes and gear. The situation shifts from thrilling to life-threatening. That's when they finally decide to turn around and climb back toward the exit, pushing as fast as they can before the cave completely floods.
It does feel like we've been crawling over an hour, though. I see the exit! Yeah. The outside! We made it! Woo! Oh. Yes. Oh, it's raining. Oh, yes. It is raining out here. Woo!
It's been really bad.
I know. But yeah,
Storm out.
when we went into the cave, this river was not even here. It was completely dry down here. We popped out in the front yard where we parked. Okay, man, you made it.
Dude, it was sick.
It was so sick.
Bro.
I think this is like in my top 3 favorite caves. Here's an update. It's about 30 minutes later. We were just all getting changed and packing up, ready to go. And the water level has quadrupled. We almost died. That is insane. But yeah, that was another Cave Chronicle. See you in the next video.
They eventually make it out alive. Before leaving, they show how high the water had risen during their time underground. At the end of the video, he admits that they easily could have died in there.